Welcome to Amira Salon's channel. This is Milagros and I will be doing the October readings for each one of the 12 zodiac signs. This is a general reading, so you're invited to watch your moon sign and your ascendant as well. Let's begin. This month we're going to be using the Lover's Path Tarot and the Iris deck. I'm going to list down below the authors of these decks so that you can look them up if you're interested in purchasing the decks. And I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross using this deck, and I'm going to be pulling one advice card from the Iris deck as we did last month. Cancer, the month of October for you in regards of love. In regards to love, I have the Empress as the central card, and this indicates, well, the Empress is a woman that is confident, that is motherly, that can take care of somebody else. It is a card that represents, I would say that it represents Cancer quite well. Cancer people are people who can take care of themselves, they can take care of others, they like to nurture, to watch over other people, they are reliable, especially in regards to emotions. They are people that they like to be at home, they like to have a family, they like that kind of environment, and I think that that is something that you are focusing on this month. It is to have this kind of good environment in your house, within yourself, feel that you are living the now, you're living your life in a way that it's fulfilling for you. And I'm so sorry for the noise. There is people outside and they are kind of yelling, and the isolation of the windows is not great. So if you hear any laugh or something, it is from outside. Then I have crossing the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords or arrows is a card that has to do a little bit with, I won't say stagnation, but taking a time to meditate. So I think that right now you might want to go forward. If you are looking to have a kid, you might be really excited about that, but there is something that is like telling you, okay, just think about the things a little bit more. Whatever step you're going to give in your life towards stability or towards, I would say growth, actually, towards growth, you want to think of it before going forward. You want to build foundations. You want to know that the risks that you might be taking are going to be worth it. It can also be at the same time that you want results or immediate results about something. You want a family, you want the response from the other person, but you might not be getting it as fast as you want. So if you're in a relationship, this can mean that you want to take your time in order to make decisions, or that you have made decisions and the other person is being a little bit slower than you want in order to express what they want from you as well. I have on top the Four of Coins. That is a card that has to do with sticking to what you have. So I think that you're in a point, you're in a moment of your life in which you have achieved some things that you can call your own at this point, and you do not want somebody else to come and take them away from you. You have been through your difficulties and your life, or you feel that your life has been in a certain way, and you want to keep the lessons that you have learned, you want to keep the experiences that you have learned, and stick to what you have. In your head is that if there is a discussion or some sort of fight or misunderstanding with the other person, it might be that you're not willing to take a step back, that you want to find conciliation and you want to talk and find the middle ground, but maybe you're not so willing to give away too many things. Maybe you feel that in the past you did, and that led you to a burnout or to a situation in which you actually offered, or you ended up doing more than what you could handle in a healthy way, and eventually you ended up quite burdened from that, and you do not want to go back to that situation because it has been difficult to get over that. It has been difficult to move forward, and you just don't want to go back there. You want to stay where you are and go forward, but by no means possible backwards. And if anything that this other person might be bringing up seems to you that it will take you backwards, and it's not something that you're going to negotiate with. I see on the bottom the card of this is the world, the equivalent of the world, and it has to do with you wanting. This is a person who wants it all, but not in a bad way. It's a person that wants to achieve full development. It is a person that wants to be loved and love in return. It's a person that wants to get into a unity with somebody else, and this is something that you can see in the card actually, that no matter where in the world you are, the love that you have for this person is always going to prevail. And this is something that is quite often to come up in signs such as Cancer and Pisces. Like, you are true to yourself on that. I wouldn't say that you're a sign that represses the emotions. I think you have it clear as well. And sometimes you might be a little bit more practical, and sometimes you might be a little bit more emotional. But what you have very, very clear in your mind is that you want that happiness. You want that happy relationship. You want that partner that is going to be with you for good and bad. What I see as well on how or where are you standing right now, I see the Six of Cups. And this is a card that has to do with movement. It has to do with learning from past experiences in order to move forward. That is kind of what we have been telling so far. And I see that whether you are moving physically or emotionally from a situation, you have learned your lessons from there. Like, you won't go back, like I was saying before, to the things that have harmed you. You want to feel that the things that you have been through have meant something in your life, have meant or have been some sort of lessons that will help you to move forward wiser and stronger. So I feel that, or it might also represent a situation that has to do with movement, somebody moving away, you moving away from somebody. It is about that. So I see on the surroundings card the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups has to do with what comes from the other side, from the other person. So I see from the other person there is also a willingness to work the things through. This is a very good card in a love reading. It means that the love doesn't come only your way, but it comes also from the other person. So you're not in there by yourself. This is a general reading, so it's a little bit tricky to say that, but I will say that in most of the cases that is how it happens. The other person also wants to get or reach an agreement. It can also have to do with the other person measuring up their possibilities or their options. In case it is not what I have been telling so far, it means probably that you have more than one option and you're trying to decide what option is better for you. If you will choose your heart, or if you will choose what seems better for you at the time being. I see the Seven of Cups as the unexpected, and the Seven of Cups is a card that has to do with wishful thinking. It has to do with having very good thoughts or very blurry thoughts about something that you're not totally sure about. And this coming as the unexpected tells me that there will be a moment during the month in which you're going to be a little bit confused in regards to your feelings, in which you will have different sources of information or of feelings in general that will make you a little bit confused in regards to what you want to do. And I get the advice as cosmic exploration, which is kind of a contradiction with this card. And it kind of tells me that during or in the time of this month, you will probably take a little bit of time away just to relax, just to break the routine and to escape a little bit from your thoughts. And probably that situation or that scenario will be a good outlet to take any doubt, any feelings or thoughts that you have that might be confusing to you. It's better to just not lose or not spend a lot of time thinking the things over again and again, because it's not very healthy for you. It's better to just be straightforward, be direct, and go to the person, go towards the person, walk towards the person that you feel you have to speak with. Then I have a Two of coins on the outcome of the month, which tells me that you are going to evaluate between two possibilities, which can be many different possibilities, like living or staying, two different people, two different approaches to a relationship. you're going to be deciding, you're going to be trying to decide. Probably you won't have the decision towards the end of the month because this card leaves a possibility open for decision. So probably this month will be about evaluating what you want to do, and you're going to take your time, which is okay. I also see the Princess of Staves coming up as a near future position. And this is a fire woman. This is a Leo, this is an Aries, a Sagittarius. It's a woman that has a lot of fire on her, and or a woman or a man. It can be from the 3 zodiac signs I said, or it can have characteristics, as I was explaining. I think that whether this person is going to come towards you or you are going to come towards that person with a really, in a really passionate way, in a really fiery way. If you have been holding some things for yourself, it might be the right time to send out. If some of these doubts and hesitations are coming inside your head, there might be a time in the month when you will say, okay, you know what, I want you to know the things, and I want you to know that from my side, what I feel is this and this and that, and I want to know exactly what you feel because I want to make a decision in regards to that. So for the single, it might have to do with somebody new walking into your life to erase a past that has been painful or that has not been as fulfilling as you wanted. For the people that is into a partnership, it might have to do with just trying to solve a current issue, misunderstanding, something that has to do with movement. You are going to have more time to decide in regards of what you want to do. With no pressure, do not feel pressure from the other person. Eventually, you will understand and you will decide the things in your own time. As I was saying in the beginning of the video, this is just a general reading to give you an idea of how the things will go during this month. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do it by clicking on the link on the description of the video. If you like the video, you can give a thumbs up, you can share it, you can subscribe to the channel so that you will be notified every time I upload the new videos for the next months. And I really hope you have the best month of October. See you next month. Thank you.